Are you a person who doesn't have the ability to get to a gym right now, but you still want to get in a killer workout for your legs? Then you stumbled upon the right video, because today I'm going to show you how you can do an awesome leg workout with nothing but some light dumbbells. So what's going on, guys? It's Rob here from fitnessandfinance.com, and today I have an awesome leg workout for you using nothing but some light dumbbells. If you haven't already, make sure you check out day 1 and day 2 of this program so you can follow along and keep up with all the amazing progress we're making. If you don't already have a pair of dumbbells, I highly recommend you check out the ones I'm using in this video. I got them on Amazon for about $45. They've lasted me a really long time. They have adjustable weights so you can make them heavier or lighter. All you have to do is unscrew them and slide the plates on and off. And they just are really high quality dumbbells for a very cheap price point. I'll drop some Amazon links in the description down below. All right, but before we get started, make sure you go down right below this video. You see that little box where there's like and dislike? Yeah, you see that one that says like? You could just ever so lightly give it the slightest tap. It would really help me out with the YouTube algorithm. So everything in this workout is structured like a circuit. We're gonna do 20 reps of our first exercise, then we're gonna rest for 30 to 60 seconds, then we're gonna do 20 reps of the next exercise, and so on until we get all the way to the last exercise. Then you can take a bit of a longer rest, but don't rest for too long, and then try to go for another round of the circuit. We're gonna aim for 3 to 5 rounds of the circuit, and I guarantee you, if you can make it through 5 rounds, your legs are gonna be on fire and you're not gonna wanna do any more working out. All right, so without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump right into the workout. Exercise 1, you knew was gonna be some version of a squat. So we're gonna do a variation of the squat called the goblet squat. The goblet squat is an excellent choice because it very heavily targets the quads because the weight is on the front as opposed to being on your back like you would in a back squat. So when you're doing the goblet squat, you wanna have your feet a little bit wider than your hip width apart. This is gonna give you the most sturdy and stable base of support. I know some of you might have heard that your knees are not supposed to go over your toes, but this is not true. You definitely want your knees to track over your toes in this exercise. I think what people mean when they say don't put your knees over your toes is that they really mean don't let your heels come up off the ground. And this is true. We don't want our heels to come off the ground. We want our weight to be evenly distributed through our heels, our midfoot, and our toes. Also, you want to be conscious about how deep you're going into your squat. You want to come all the way down until your upper thighs are parallel to the floor. If you can comfortably do so, you could go even lower than parallel, and that would bring some of your glutes into the exercise. This is a difficult exercise right off the bat. Don't be discouraged if you can't get 20 reps in quickly. If you need to, just take a quick breather and continue doing your reps until you hit 20. Okay, moving on, the second exercise on our list is a variation of the deadlift called a Romanian deadlift. The Romanian deadlift works almost exactly opposite of a regular deadlift. Instead of starting with the weight on the floor at a dead stop, we're gonna start with the weight in our hands. We're gonna slowly lower it down to the floor. The Romanian deadlift is highly effective for targeting the hamstring muscles, which are the big muscles on the back of your leg. You wanna make sure that you don't just squat the weight up and down like I'm doing here. This is the wrong way to do it. What you wanna be doing instead is a movement called the hip hinge. You wanna focus on just pushing your butt as far back as you can and then driving with your hips forward to come to a full extension. When I'm working with clients, this is one of the hardest movements to teach because most people don't hip hinge naturally throughout the day. All right, next up on our list is an exercise called the Bulgarian split squat. The Bulgarian split squat is a great choice because it trains your legs unilaterally instead of bilaterally, which would mean you're training them individual instead of together. This will help you prevent muscle imbalances if you tend to favor your right side or if you tend to favor your left side. A lot of times you'll be moving the weight more with that side of the body. All you need to do is prop your back foot up on a couch, a box, or anything that can kind of support your weight. This exercise is brutal on your quadriceps, but it also trains your gluteals and your hamstrings to an extent. Just like you do in a regular squat, you want your front leg to come all the way down until your upper thigh is 90 degrees with the floor. Don't forget to switch sides and do the other leg as well. We got 20 reps per each leg. All right, so this next exercise is a great way to train those muscles in your inner thigh, the side lunge. We're gonna be doing these alternating from side to side, so make sure you do 10 on one side and 10 on the other side. You're gonna feel a huge stretch in your upper thigh near your groin area, but this is gonna be very beneficial for you because it carries over into other exercises like your squat. Try to go as deep into the stretch as you possibly can, but don't overdo it. You don't want to hurt yourself. All right, so this next exercise is one of my personal favorites for building a big booty. the hip thrust. Putting the dumbbells directly on your hips might be pretty uncomfortable, so what you can do is you can grab a pillow, put the pillow on your hips, and then put the dumbbells on top of the pillow so it provides a layer of cushion between you and the dumbbells. You really want to mentally focus on using your butt and squeezing it as hard as you can at the top. You'll know you've come to full extension at the hips when your knees form a right angle, so that's 90 degrees to the ground. Don't worry about looking goofy. You're doing this in the privacy of your own home. And who cares anyway? This is such a good exercise for building your butt. Everyone's gonna be looking at you jealous when you have the best butt in town. Alright, so if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I can't have a leg workout without some plantar flexion and dorsiflexion exercises. So this next exercise is gonna be a plantar flexion exercise. That means we're gonna be pointing our toes down, planting them into the ground. All you wanna do is hold the weight over your feet and go as high onto your tippy toes as you possibly can. Hold that for about 1 second and then control yourself as you descend down back onto your heels. This will train the two muscles in the back of your leg called the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Even in unconditioned people, these muscles are often very strong because we walk on them all day long. You're gonna wanna sit down in the chair or on the couch, put your legs straight out in front of you, and put the dumbbell in between your feet. You're gonna wanna bring your feet just slightly up off the ground. You don't want to bring them too high because this is going to put a lot of tension on your abs, and that's perfectly okay if you can handle the tension, but we want to really focus on our anterior tibialis, that's the muscle in the front of our calves. Point your toes all the way down and then bring your toes all the way up, holding that top position for about a second. You'll really feel a squeeze on that anterior tibialis in the front of your calves. Unlike the other calf raise we did, this exercise might be quite challenging because compared to our gastrocnemius and our soleus, many people have a weak anterior tibialis. Strengthening your anterior tibialis is gonna allow you to get even deeper into the squat because you can now bring your knees further over your toes. All right, y'all, that's everything I got for day 3 of this series. Be sure to stay tuned for the next episode where we're gonna be focused all on our abs. All right, so if you really like the content I'm creating, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and give me a big thumbs up on this video. All right, y'all, that's all I got for today. Peace.